welcome to this brand new episode on the WWE Slam Zone. I am your host, the true King of England champion, and I just left that stupid Ali to Nobody review show because stupid Scarface made fun of me like he always does. So like I said, no one will survive Scarface, and that's all I have to say on it. So let's not even talk about Scarface anymore. Let's go ahead and talk about this brand new show, the NXT News Tonight, brand new show hosted by yours truly, the King of England champion, Fatback Greasy. And tonight is going to be a good night right here on NXT News Tonight. We're going to talk about 8 news items that's just happened, that's been talked about in the professional wrestling world in NXT. So each week we will have a new docket of news items to talk about. It could range from 1 to 10, 1 to 8. We'll have news items each and every week on NXT News Tonight, and it's going to be amazing. So I am your host. We ain't going to have to worry about Michael's Scarface. So let's get on to the what the crap? What the crap are you doing?
Wow. Look what's here today. AEW Slam Zone. Man, I mean, it's really good to be on this NXT news show that we're doing today. This is the AEW Slam Zone studio, and I'm here I was contracted by the show to be here, so hey Fatback, how are you doing, sir?
I'm not doing great at all after I had to put up with you at the review show. Eric, can you bring up the docket for tonight? Eric, bring the docket up. There we go. Thank you, Eric. That's awesome.
Where's my desk? I don't have a desk here. I don't have a news desk. I mean, you can have a news desk right here and be like, breaking news from NXT News Tonight. Live at 10 o'clock.
You know what? Are you done? Are you finally done?
Fart grease out of my butt, Greasy, and Michael, the sexy man Scars. Bring to you, Fatback.
We will have a docket each and every week, like I said, going through all the news happening in the world of NXT wrestling. So we're going to go ahead and start this news show off tonight. First thing on the docket, Mansoor says he will compete at WWE Super Crapdown or Showdown. So my thoughts, we don't know his opponent. That's not been announced. But my thoughts, I think it's really awesome for my good buddy Manny Mansoor to go back to Saudi Arabia and wrestle in front of his hometown of Saudi Arabia and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So I think it's great for him. I think he needs to be more featured on the NXT, and he's not, which he should. Brennan should be featured as well, but he ain't made his debut yet. But my thoughts on who do I think will be in his opponent? I believe it's going to be another rematch against Cesaro. Cesaro would probably say, well, you know what? You beat me in Saudi Arabia in 2019 at the last show. I want my rematch this time, and I'm going to beat you. But I don't think Cesaro would beat him again. I think Mansoor will have another win against Cesaro. So that's my prediction. Or he could even face the only other people I can tell you he would face will be jobbers like Adidas, Slater, maybe a return of Jinder Mahal. Maybe he can beat Jinder Mahal. I don't even know. But that's what I think about this, and I think it's awesome for Manny. So if you're watching this, Manny, what's up, my friend? Enjoy the podcast with you, Brennan, Killian Dane, and Dijak. It's awesome stuff. Go and check their podcast out as well if you haven't seen it. It's on Twitch. Go to Brendan Williams on Twitch, and you will get to see their podcasts. Really great stuff. I really enjoy it. They even tell what's happening at the PC and stuff like that. So good for you, Manny, getting you another match in Saudi Arabia. Michael Scars, your thoughts?
Yes, I'm on soon, sir, and I will be facing Tyler Breeze. Yes. Back to you.
Really? You want to make fun of my buddy, okay? This is supposed to be news tonight, okay? And you want...
What's that? I got an order? Oh, I gotta go get some of my food. I'll be back. I just ordered some food. I'll be back.
I think Mansoor, he deserves it. He needs to be featured on NXT more than what he's being featured. Brennan needs to be on NXT. I've always said that Brennan Williams, Dio Madden needs... I even said it in the Royal Rumble review that I think them two needs to team. They're the insiders, and they don't want to use that gimmick somehow on NXT. They pitched the idea to Triple H and Creative at NXT, but they just don't want to go with the insider gimmick. I don't know, but it's just good for you, Mansoor. And if you're watching this, what's up, my friend? So next on the docket at number 2, we're going to talk about Fight Forever, Dominik Dijakovic, Feast Your Eyes versus Keith Lee. Could it be for one more time? I'm hoping we'll get to see this at NXT Tampa. It's going to be epic. I really want to see this again, but could we add Damian Priest in there? I believe Damian Priest would be great to see in a triple threat against Dominik Dijakovic and Keith Lee. William Regal's got to make the decision on what's going to happen on this situation. We've seen it on NXT TV that Keith Lee said, you know what, if he told Dominik that if you want to fight forever, it's up to William Regal to decide. And like I said, Dominik Dijakovic, he deserves this North American Championship, and I think he should have a run with it. I've always said Dominik Dijakovic deserves the championship. I even told him that myself when I met him. Really nice guy. I got a picture with him and everything. Met him down there at Full Sail University. He's just awesome. The gimmick's awesome. I really hope this happens. Fight forever. Dominik Dijakovic, Keith Lee, and like I said, 3-way. Damian Priest should happen. But I think it should happen. Take over Tampa, but I got a twist in here too, ladies and gentlemen, that I think might happen. I think William Regal will say, yes, you two going to fight forever for the North American Championship, but at TakeOver Tampa, it's not going to be a one-on-one match. It's not going to be a regular old wrestling match. It's going to be a 30-minute Iron Man match because it makes perfect sense. It makes very perfect sense. You have them two got wins over each other. The rubber match was at TakeOver Portland. Keith Lee won the rubber match. And then now they want Dominik Dijakovic wants another match. So I say 30-minute Iron Man match to solve the feud fair and square. Dominik Dijakovic, I say about 10 minutes in, it's tied. 10 seconds into the last of the Iron Man. Dominik Dijakovic hits Feast Your Eyes. Your new champion, North American champion at Tampa, walks out of Tampa, Dominik Dijakovic. That's my prediction. 30-minute Iron Man match. We're going to go ahead and send it over to Michael Scarface to see what his thoughts on the whole scenario. So, Eric, bring him. I think he's back, so bring him in, Eric. What do you think? Fight forever, Dominik Dijakovic, Keith Lee. Is it going to happen one more time?
I don't know. We will find out more of that with my interview with Keith Lee. I think Keith Lee versus Dukuku, Dominik Dijakovic, or whatever his name is. I would not want to see that ever again because it would put me. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that put me to sleep. Sorry, but Seeing it one more time would be good, but I would rather see it in a cage. Thank you. Go back.
So you want to see it in a steel cage match, but not an Iron Man?
Nope.
Steel cage, huh?
Or we could do it 3 stages of hell.
Well, that might be pretty good, but I figure Iron Man match because they got wins over each other. That's Michael Scarface's thoughts. So now we're going to move to number 3 on the docket. Bianca Belair issued a warning to Charlotte Flair on this past episode of NXT, and I tell you, it's going to be great seeing this. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, one-on-one. Could it happen? My opinion on this, Rhea Ripley, it defends the belt. I think it's going to turn into a triple threat at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley defends against Charlotte Flair and Bianca. 3-way. Bianca walks out NXT Women's Champion. WrestleMania. Bianca all of a sudden just becomes a top star. She's the champion. WrestleMania moment for her, and it's going to be great. And then Montez Ford could come out and celebrate with her. And that's what I think will happen. Does Rhea Ripley defend at TakeOver the night before? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see on that, but it's pretty interesting, Michael. Your thoughts?
Bianca Belair. Oh, I'm sorry. Miss, I whip my hair back and forth to wax my eyeballs. No. No. You facing Charlotte Flair? No, sorry.
Why?
Because I don't want to see it. Her hair will catch the freaking ground. She goes to walk. She's going to go, flip. Oh my God, my hair. My ponytail's gone. We'll have a funeral next Wednesday. R.I.P. to the beautiful hair, the beautiful locks of braid that she had. It's gone.
She deserves it, Michael. She deserves the championship. Do you know how long it's? Did you hear Triple H on NXT Portland post show?
No, I don't watch that.
Bianca Belair's worked her butt off 4 years. She didn't know any wrestling at all, background of nothing, and she's worked herself up from the ground up from the PC, and now look where she's at. She's worked her butt off 4 years. She deserves the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you say she don't deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
That why?
I don't know. She just doesn't deserve it yet. Don't need it right now. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to get to the next thing of if Charlotte wins, is she going to win the championship? If she does, Michael, then does this mean she's going back to NXT? Or what's going to happen? Because she's got to defend the title if she wins it. And it's just the Royal Rumble match wouldn't mean a darn thing after, if she doesn't win. So what's the point of her even winning it?
Yeah.
So that's the thing, people. I don't understand that situation. It's just I don't know. It's first time ever, though. NXT Women's Championship defended at WrestleMania, which is awesome. But Bianca Belair needs to be in the WrestleMania match. So let's just move on to the next number 4 on the docket. We have NXT Dark matches that happened this past week on February 19th, 2020. We had Casey Catanzaro, the Ninja Warrior lady, and teaming with Candice LeRae. And I'm like, okay, that's an odd team. Versus Tanera Katai, that's the British, not British, Brazil lady. She said she walked off and quit, and now she's back, and I'm like, okay, whatever, that don't make sense. And she teamed with Donna Purrazzo, and your winners of this dark match was Casey Catanzaro and Candice LeRae taking the win here. We have Damian Priest defeats Cameron Grimes in the second dark match on those tapings. I think that was like the best match out of the 2 dark matches, but it's like there's only 4 matches on NXT Live each week, and it's like, I know they say, oh, we got 6 for the fans in the Full Sail. We got 6. But yeah, but these dark matches are just like 4 to 5, maybe 5 minutes at least, because the doors open at 7:30. So they got to get these 2 matches in for the fans before they hit the air at 8. So I'm like, just why not have these dark matches at the end and give them a show at the end for the fans there? That's what WWE SmackDown, they give a dark match at the end after SmackDown goes off the air, after 2-0 Crap Live, if you want to say so. Your thoughts, Michael, on Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes?
That's what I think of.
All right, then. Now we're, like I said, we're on number 5 on the docket. February 26th, 2020. NXT episode next week. Tommaso Ciampa versus Austin Theory in a great, great match that I think is going to be. I believe Tommaso Ciampa will take the win here. Or we can have Johnny Gargano, Johnny B. Wrestling come in and cost Ciampa and maybe start this feud build up. I don't know, but I just hope it's going to be great, and that's what I hope. Michael, your thoughts next week's big match, Tommaso Ciampa versus Austin Theory?
Yeah, I think Tommaso Ciampa is going to get interfered in the match.
I believe so too there, Michael. But I think it's going to be great. Johnny B. Wrestling, they really need to start building this feud up and continue this big feud in Tampa. We're going to talk about Johnny's heel turn in just a little bit. That's number 7 on the docket. But let's go ahead and move on to number 6 on the docket for the March 4th, 2020 in 2 weeks. It's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to live up to the hype for Baszler versus Shirai. But we have Dakota Kai versus Tegan Nox in a steel cage match, the second ever women's steel cage match in the history of NXT. Your first match in history, women's steel cage, was Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai. I don't think this match is going to live up to to Baszler Shirai, but it's still going to be probably good. We're going to have Reina Gonzalez accompany Dakota Kai to this match, and I believe it's going to be a good one. But Michael, I don't think it's going to live up to the hype of what I seen live at Full Sail in June of Baszler versus Shirai. So what your thought is this going to live up to the first ever women's cage against Shirai and Baszler?
No, I don't think so.
So who do you have? Who do you got in this match? Who do you got to win this? Will this finally end the feud between Kai and Tegan, or is it going to go on to Tampa? If it does, if your thought into Tampa, we'll talk about that, but go ahead and say what your thoughts.
I think Tegan's going to win, and it's going to lead to a grudge match at TakeOver.
There you go.
Where the little friend of Dakota Kai is banned from ringside.
That would be cool to see. I don't know. I just don't understand this thing with the random pairing with Reina Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. I figured they would put Reina with Ripley because that's her buddy. That's what she teamed with all along on the house show loops. I don't even know about that, but it's going to be a good steel cage, but it's not going to live up to the hype of the first one. Now we move on to number 7 on the docket. Johnny B. Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, shockingly turned heel at NXT TakeOver Portland, and he took the belt from Tommaso Ciampa and was like, oh, you're not using the belt, but I'm going to hit you with it. Turned heel out of nowhere. Like Randy Orton says about his RKO, it was just heel turn out of nowhere. Johnny Gargano's like, I'm Johnny B. Heel now. So we have Johnny B. Heel, and he's a bad guy now. But you know what? I was like, what? What? That's all I had to say after that happened. What? Swerve? And I was like, okay. I'm not mad about it. I'm really not, because you always get your money's worth over Gargano Ciampa feud. So I'm wanting to see I want to see a very good match if they're going to do it at Tampa, unless it's going to be Cole defending against Ciampa Gargano. That might be the plan, but I don't know. Everybody wants to see a cell match between Gargano Ciampa, but I don't. It's a WWE deal. NXT needs to have their own unique match with these two. I think it's going to be good. I don't know what they might do, but it's going to be amazing at NXT Tampa. If they do Cole versus Gargano versus Ciampa, I kind of see Gargano maybe winning it from Cole, and then Ciampa chases it. So that's what I see happening, and then they feud with throughout the probably SummerSlam weekend, and then Ciampa finally gets it then after he chases it. That's my suggestion on the Ciampa Gargano thing. But Michael, your thoughts? What did you think? Shocked?
I was shocked. I was watching Takeover Portland. I'm like, wait, huh? Like, what? Did Johnny just turn heel? Like, you just lost to Finn Balor, and now you go in the main event and turn heel. I'm like, okay, okay, maybe this might be good. Maybe they can bring that crazy cage that Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano had. That would be a good match to see.
You got a point there too. That was a good match too back then. Gargano.
Call it the NXT Asylum Cage match.
Yeah. Yeah. You said at one point maybe later down the road in the first ever Elimination Chamber. Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah, I think they might possibly. I was hearing a podcast. If you guys go to Sirius XM Radio, go to Fight Nation, listen to Busted Open with was this guy named Jeff and Tommy Dreamer. They were talking about. I think one fan said something about maybe possibly seeing if they would bring the Elimination Chamber to NXT for one night in Tampa. But Tommy Dreamer said, not really. I really don't think they need to bring in a chamber because just no, it would not look good for professional wrestling. It would not look good for NXT because we all know we've got Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming up after Super Showdown. Then you'd be like, okay, didn't we just have Elimination Chamber pay-per-view not even a while ago? And they're bringing the chamber to NXT TakeOver Tampa? Like, no.
Yeah, I totally agree on that. It's just I don't know if they're going to do a chamber match. They don't need to spoil it like the WWE's been doing with this upcoming chamber matches. It's just horrible on these chamber matches coming up. But that's another video for just something on that. But that's not even NXT. But yeah, Johnny Gargano. Do you see him chasing it? That's my suggestion.
I think so too. Yeah.
Johnny wins it, and then Ciampa chases it. Is that what you think? Yeah. So now we're going to move on to the last news item on the docket. It's not really a news item. We're just going to do a quick discussion here. NXT TakeOver Tampa discussion. Now this is my thoughts on the situation. I see the main event being Adam Cole defending against Johnny B. Wrestling and Tommaso Super Ciampa. Johnny B. Wrestling wins the championship, like I just said, and Ciampa chases it. That's my main event. I see that Dominik Dijakovic versus Keith Lee 30-minute Iron Man match. I see a random grudge match between Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox. Maybe a tag match if Tegan Knox can find a tag team partner. But now, and I see Broserweights defending their tag team championships. I don't know. Grizzly Young Veterans, they're trying to build them up. I don't know what they might do with Forgotten Sons here lately. Nothing. Who else? Who else could they face? Undisputed Era again, maybe. I don't know if they want to get their rematch clause. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and just discuss it right here. Broserweights defending triple threat against Grizzly Young Veterans and the Undisputed Era. That's what I think might happen. And then the NXT Women's Championship, I don't know if it'll happen, but we'll have to see. I think they're not going to do it because of the WrestleMania match with Ripley. So I doubt that's going to happen. And then we might have a random match. I wish Priest would be on this thing. Michael, what's your thoughts on NXT Takeover Tampa coming up?
With NXT Takeover Tampa Bay, my match card would be the first one would be awesome to see Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, just to throw those two together for a while. We could see second match be Dakota Kai and her partner versus Tegan Knox and some other person tag with her. The third match, I can see a fatal four-way tag title match. We have the Broserweights, Undisputed Era, the Forgotten Sons, and the Grizzlied Young Veterans. I mean, wouldn't hurt to see that. That'd be a good match to see. The fifth match, co-main event, I would see Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijak in a, like you said, 30-man Iron Man match. Then we would see main event would be a triple threat world title match. It would be Cole, Ciampa, and Gargano, and then we have Ciampa winning it, and have it like Gargano coming after it. But because the way the looks of it, I can see maybe that the Undisputed Era is going to be moving up to the main roster very soon after Mania. So I would think be Raw after Mania or SmackDown after Mania, maybe debut them there. But yeah, we'll have to see what that's going to be look like. And have Adam Cole lose it. Tommaso Ciampa wins the title, faces Gargano one more time, and then have Ciampa go up against some other superstars after that. And yeah, I can see that happen in TakeOver. Because to me, I think it's about time for the Undisputed Era to go to Raw, SmackDown for the after WrestleMania and just get that big pop from all the fans in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that they could. I just hope that the undisputed losers don't get ruined like everybody else from NXT gets ruined when they go that way. I don't know. I'm worried.
They didn't do too bad with Kevin Owens, but right now they're just doing nothing with Kevin Owens. I mean, they're putting him in matches with 6-man tag matches, 8-man tag matches. I bet we're going to see an 8-man tag at Mania. We're going to have Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe versus the Viking Raiders. I don't want to see that. And we'll have versus Seth Rollins and the Messiah. Yeah. It's like, no, I don't want to see that at Mania.
Yeah, I don't either.
For me, I would see Kevin Owens come and interfere the match with Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy and put the titles on the Street Profits. I think they deserve it.
Yes. I 100% agree. Street Profits, when they got to the main roster, it's like there really is no pop for them from the fans. Just maybe put the belts on them and it'd be a lot better. That's what I have to say about it too. I 100% agree with that. Do you think they're going to get it at Showdown?
I hope so. Yeah, because I think I could see Kevin or Samoa Joe coming out interfering. Buddy Murphy's up in the ramp, getting beat up, and then all of a sudden here's Seth Rollins turning his back, and all of a sudden here's Street Profits, boom, in their finisher. Monte Ford doing his big splash. 1, 2, 3 winners, the Street Profits.
Yep, there you have it.
Then they'll set some stupid match at Mania between them. It's going to be like, nope.
Yes, it's just, just bad. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and add on my card on Takeover Tampa. I believe we're going to have a number one contender match probably between Leo Rush again and Tyler Breeze. And I say
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze gets it and then goes faces Jordan Devlin at Tampa.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see.
But will Breeze get his first title in the Cruiser Crap belt ever in the
I
WWE?
don't know.
I don't know either. So, but that's our
Because I
NXT.
know, because we all know in March, Takeover UK is going to be in Dublin. I mean, I could see Jordan Devlin going in there, and all of a sudden here comes somebody from NXT coming in there and be like, "Oh, boom, wins the match," and then I could see the NXT guy getting the out of Dublin before he gets stuff thrown at him because Dublin is Jordan Devlin's hometown. So yeah,
Yeah, you might have a point there. Um,
because that cruiserweight title is just nothing. It's just garbage.
mhm.
Just get rid of it. I mean, all you're doing is just giving it to Jordan Devlin. He's fighting here on UK, he might be fighting on 205 Live, and then he's fighting on NXT. It's just, no.
There's a lot of belts that's useless. We could talk about this in another video, but I'm just going to go ahead and just a short discussion real quick. There's a lot of belts here. Cruiser crap is pointless. 24/7 belts pointless, and the women's tag belts are pointless. I thought they said those women's tag belts were going to be defended on all brands, and they're not. It's never been defended on NXT, Michael, at all, and I don't understand why.
Well, to me, I'm thinking at Mania, it's going to be the Kabuki Warriors versus Beth Phoenix and Natalia. Natalia and Beth winning it because it's about time to take the belts off them two girls because I don't understand what they're talking.
No, they. I don't even know what talking about sushi or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But that was our takeover Tampa discussion on the last number 8 on this docket. I hope everybody enjoyed this brand new show, NXT News Tonight. It will happen. We're going to try to have it weekly. We'll have a new docket every week. So I hope everybody enjoyed this show. Stay tuned next week for a brand new docket on NXT News Tonight. And now we will get into our shout outs, our updates and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send it over to Michael Miner and Michael Scarface himself, not Michael Miner. I'm so sorry, Michael. I'm not Michael Miner, but Michael Scarface. So Michael Scarface, why don't you just take it away right now?
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys heard on the show, that we will be doing an AEW Revolution pre-show show. We're going to do a pre-show live on, hopefully I can see, maybe we could do it on YouTube. We'll do it on YouTube live, or maybe possibly it might be a shocker. We might see an AEW Slam Zone and WWE Slam Zone, or AEW Slam Zone on Facebook. We might broadcast it live on Facebook. Might be cool to see that on Facebook. But I don't know yet. We'll have to see how that all goes. Big shout outs to SCW. As you guys know, Bloodfest 2 is coming up February the 26th. As you guys know, yours truly, the new SCW television champion, has got a lot of promos to do for that show, so can't wait to do that. Also, big shout outs to this cat here trying to be a goofball away, Ashy Poo. So yeah, there'll be a lot of news coming up, a lot of updates. We already know the two or three or so far. We know the big celebration coming up in July. We got a Prime Wrestling review show that's going to be returning. There's going to be another show in the works, an hour and 30-minute show, broadcast, a live stream from this phone. I'm trying to see if I can get it to work. Maybe it'll not delay. There might be 3 parts to it. The first part we'll play WWE Supercard. Second part, we might do a WWE news discussion kind of deal. And on the third one, we might do independent wrestling or some sort of thing, but we'll find out. We'll have to see how that all goes. I'm going to have to try this out later in the future. So, but yeah, that's it for my shoutouts and updates. AEW Slam Zone is still live, so don't worry, guys. We will give you guys WWE Supercard content coming up pretty soon. I also, big news, I'm going to see if I could get, don't you over there. I'm going to see if I can get TCW to go live, maybe on Twitch or on YouTube. Don't know yet. Let's see how the Streamlab OBS thing works on the phone here. Might go to Twitch, might go to Facebook. So, yeah, that's about it. And we'll bring back Greasy in.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Eric, for bringing me in. So let me go on, Eric. I'm going to go ahead or send Michael off for a few minutes. Thank you, Eric. And I want to give updates. New Year's resolution, yes, it's coming. I'm trying to get prepared. I told production, I said you need to hold New Year's resolution event off for just a little bit so I can get prepared to knock the crap out of Scarface. Yeah, you heard me, Scarface. Knock you out. 1, 2, 3. New Cartoon Network World's Heavyweight Champion is coming home to Fatback Greasy. You all heard it. You heard it on the reviews. It's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all it is to that. So that's going to come your way probably 1st of March. And next we will be still having TNA, the return of TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. We've got some calls in. We're going to have some surprises. There's going to be some great stuff happening at the first ever episode return of the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone that we're going to hopefully have 2 episodes a week of the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. First episode will have a feature review of TNA Victory Road 2007. The second review ever back will be TNA Victory Road 2011, I believe it is. So that's what I say about it. And that's returning. New surprises going to happen. Can't wait. TNA Wrestling Fan Zone is going to come back. Very exclusive right here at the WWE Slam Zone. And stay tuned each and every week for the Wednesday Night Wars review show, signature show. I don't even understand why we have sometimes it airs on the AEW Slam Zone. I don't even know, but just whatever on that. Please go and follow us on, like us on Facebook, WWE Slam Zone on Facebook. What, Eric? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I don't know. I was doing funny things. Sorry, I was just.
Okay, whatever. What I was trying to say, Michael, before you always interrupt me, Scarface, is please go and like us on Eric. Really, get him off. Please go and like us on Facebook, WWE Slam Zone on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at WWE Slam Zone. And subscribe if you haven't. If you're seeing this right now and you're loving this video, subscribe right down below. Subscribe. Hit that red subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. That way you can get all the notifications when we go live or new videos each and every week, because it's good. You don't want to miss our review show. So it's going to be an amazing stuff happening at the WWE Slam Zone. And thank you for watching NXT News Tonight, the first ever News Tonight show right here at WWE Slam Zone. And why? What's your problem? What is your problem?
You are my problem. Okay.
That's right.
Shh, it's okay.
Anyway. way, Michael, you will be done at New Year's resolution. But
No.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to NXT News Tonight. I am Fatback Greasy, and this
And
over
I am Michael Scars. Thank you so much for watching the NXT News Tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. Thank you. Good night. Do, 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 do.